Welcome to What's Up Eats. I'm Desmond.
I'm Siena.
And today we're going to try a local Maine restaurant called Grub. And they specialize what I found to be like baked goods and crepes, as you can see, which I've never tried. Scones, which I've never tried. So I'm really excited. It's a family-owned restaurant, and I mean, they had their daughter running the register.
Yeah, the daughter had she was taking all the orders and putting it in and then running it back to her dad, and he's cooking back there, so that was super cool.
It's really awesome, and we asked them for permission to do a What's Up Eats on their restaurant, and they were super excited about it. He wanted us to tag him in it. He really wanted an honest review. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to rate and review the food today. We're going to try an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert, what we can categorize those things to be, and we're going to give our honest opinion. But I heard that people are watching What's Up with the What's Up, watching this channel right now, and they're not subscribed.
Oh, guys, that's not What's Up. Come on, subscribe, like, comment, share.
And, you know, if you're in the Waterville Marketplace, try Grub. I haven't even tried it yet, and I'm excited because I walked in there and it smells amazing. It's nice and clean, and the people are so personable, and they give you really good portions for what you're paying for. So we're going to head home, and we're going to try it out. So we'll see you soon. All right, we're back now, and I'm super excited to try this food right now.
It smells so good.
I've been so hungry, and I'm ready to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try each course, and I mean, I wouldn't say one's an appetizer and one's not an appetizer. I think they both go.
Yeah, they're all like, what would you even say, like, based on their menu and their style?
It feels like a brunch style restaurant, because there was no like, I don't know, I feel like a bakery, but like you can get breakfast foods there and stuff. What kind of stuff do they have in their menu? They have like breakfast burritos.
Sandwiches and wraps, so yeah, burritos. But
the ingredients are like sausage, eggs, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese, black beans, guacamole, sausage, egg, and cheese. So it's all like breakfast food, which is a win, bro. Because how many times have you had Brenner, breakfast for dinner? I love it, dude. So I'm excited for this. So we're gonna go through each course. So the first course we're gonna have is, what do we get this? The crepe?
The crepe, yep. That is the hashtag, and it's homemade corned beef hash, eggs, and cheese, but it's a crepe. I've never had what is a crepe?
We're about to find out.
Crepe is a light, thin fabric with a wrinkled surface, or the second definition is a thin pancake.
That's exactly what this is. So how do you want to do this?
Let's just dig in. Let's just share it, and you eat from half, and I eat from half.
I'm gonna cut the top. It's like
See, that's not how I would have done it.
See, you had a shot. I gave you a chance. Oh, wait a second. I got a little bit of everything in here. So it looks like they got some corned beef hash in here. Looks like they got some egg, and it is like a pancake.
So this is nothing that I would ever like try on my own, and I guess that always comes back to me just not trying new things. But let's see. Oh, this is gonna be messy.
Classic.
Oh. I like it.
How do you feel about the texture of the...
I like it.
What would you describe this as, a pancake?
Yeah, it really is just a thin pancake that's holding all these ingredients together.
So it's like a pancake burrito. This is good. This is
really good. Like, I feel like I'm gonna just randomly be like, oh, I want to go back and get that crepe.
I want a crepito. Is there cheese in it?
I don't think so. I found out that there is
cheese in it. I see
cheese.
It. Right here.
It doesn't say what kind. It doesn't say what kind. It just says cheese.
Doesn't matter what kind.
Oh.
Cheese is always bae.
Are we gonna just sit here and eat this whole thing?
Yeah.
Can we really quick though talk about how cute that little girl was?
Yeah. So she was running this store, bro.
Like,
we show up, and I thought it was a woman sitting, like a younger woman, like a teenager, sitting down, taking orders. And she was taking someone else's order before us. And then she's like, they asked a question that required the owner. She's like, yeah, 1 second. And she just walked around. I'm like, oh, she was standing. She wasn't sitting down. I thought she was sitting.
She's just a short child.
You're like, that is a little person. I was like, yes, or a child is what they call them. And
human. I said that is a very tiny human.
And I'm like, or a child. And she's like running the whole show. And when I say running the whole show, she's taking orders. She's running them back to the grill, and she's taking calls and having full-on ants.
Taking calls, cleaning tables.
And she's cleaning the tables. I'm like, wow, dude, this is crazy. And
I was super impressed.
Her dad kept coming out and checking on her and like saying like, hey, do you need help, or have you tried this, or and taking care of all the stuff that a manager needs to take care of. But he was treating her just like any other employee, and she was working harder than most employees.
Seriously.
All right, this is the moment that everyone was waiting for this video, and it's not see me eat.
Oh, I thought that was going to be to watch you take that bite.
No, that's the second most thing. The first is, we need to rate this.
All right. Scale of 1 to 5,
Story
yes?
time's over. Presentation was good. I honestly expected this to be a little bit slimy. Not because of the cooking or anything, just because we had it packed. It is like a flat pancake, a thin pancake wrapped up, and then you put it in a tin foil, and I expected it to come out a little bit like soggy.
It didn't though.
It came out.
It's good.
Perfect, not dry, not soggy. The food cooked inside it was really well done. Corned beef hash wasn't too salty. It usually is.
No, that's a good point.
Isn't too salty. They didn't just like a lot of restaurants. They just like put a bunch of cheese in things to just correct issues to hide it. I could taste the cheese. It wasn't blanketing anything. It was cooked really well. What are you rating it?
Honestly,
You're gonna drop it.
I think I am. Like, there's nothing.
You're gonna drop it. She's gonna drop it. I don't think you've ever rated anything.
I haven't ever rated anything this, and it's always because there's always like slight things. It's never that it's not good. It's just like, well, I would maybe change it. I wouldn't change anything about it. Like, I'm not wishing for anything more. I give it a 5.
Oh! You know what? I'm giving this a 5.
A double 5.
This is a
perfect
5.
score.
Double nickel is what we'll call it. A 5.
Double nickel.
Yeah, it's a basketball. It's like, yeah, that's what happened when Michael Jordan dropped his 5.
Really?
Yeah, it's called the double nickel.
Because a nickel is 5 cents.
Yeah, you learn something new every day. So what's this called?
The hashtag.
So the average, obviously, for the hashtag is a 5. That's crazy. We've never
done that.
I mean, who are we? We're not like Gordon Ramsay, but
This is only like our 3rd video.
yeah, this most prestigious. So going on to the next round.
This is called the Grub Burrito.
Grub Burrito.
And it is egg, sausage, black beans, potatoes, salsa, guacamole, and cheese. Obviously in a burrito form.
He said you're gonna want to eat this from this side down, so I have to remember. We're gonna
or I think we're probably just gonna put it on the plate and cut it up.
Okay. Just trying to take his whatever. The owner made it.
Well, if we were eating it like an actual burrito.
We can pass it back and forth at first. I'm just trying to, he told us that for a reason.
All right, well, maybe we should just trust him then. I usually like to
I got you, bro. She tried sabotaging your rating. I got you. What are your expectations going into this?
I'm honestly expecting it to just taste like a burrito. Like any other breakfast burrito that I've had. To me, like
a McDonald's breakfast burrito?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm...
With the picante sauce and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm expecting it to be a little bit higher than that because it's a real restaurant. Not saying McDonald's isn't a real restaurant, but I'm just saying this is
It's not fast food.
Right, it's not fast food. But presentation-wise, the tortilla's cooked to perfection. Man, this restaurant might get the perfect. It's...
Well, let's just try it.
I don't know. They started out pretty hot.
All right, I'm gonna go for it. I always feel so messy when I eat. This is why I use a fork and a spoon. I mean a knife. What?
Find it.
Oh, you're not messing around. Did you see the difference in how we just did that? I feel like I need another bite because I got mostly burrito in that one.
Good excuse.
Or wrap, I mean.
Yeah, I think I need 4 more bites just to really get it in my palate.
That's good.
This is a dangerous restaurant.
This is going to hurt our bank account.
This is a dangerous restaurant. And I love food anyway, so like you throw cheese on something, I'm going to give you a 5, but like, man.
I know you're going to disagree with me on this, but I like that it's not spicy. Because a lot of times with like Mexican food and salsa and like all that stuff, it's spicy, and I just personally don't like spicy.
I would have only given them a demerit on the spiciness if it was intended to be a little spicy.
That's fair.
but it didn't say anything like that. It's just salsa, it's just basic burrito, but it's hearty. Like, you eat one of these, you're gonna be set for the morning. This and a coffee, you're good to go.
Perfect.
You don't need any hash browns or anything. You almost got hash browns, home fries.
I did almost get home fries. I forgot about it when I was actually ordering.
I don't think we would have needed it at all.
We wouldn't have.
Like, I'm full right now.
There's a lot of substance. Like, it's not just, they didn't skimp on ingredients. Like, these things are like packed. Like, that is full of the hash, and I think there's potatoes in it too.
How much was that? So what's this called again?
That was the hashtag. You asked me so many times.
How many times do I have to tell you?
You have asked me that
The
so
names.
many times.
So just kidding. The hashtag.
The hashtag was $8.49. The Grub Burrito is $6.99. That surprises me.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like
That's bigger.
that was bigger. Yeah, I guess that's so. Maybe we should have had this be like the appetizer and not the main. It doesn't matter. But
Doesn't matter.
I still think for what it is, that's $6.99 for that with all that stuff in there. Ew! Why do you have to be disgusting?
$6.99.
Yeah.
Good to go. For the just kidding.
What is it? You don't even know what
Are
it
you
is.
done eating that? I'll rate it first. Hold on. Let me think. I'm trying to get past the fact that I'm just hungry too.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get past that. So to give this an honest rating, this is gonna get a 4 out of 5 for me.
Why?
It didn't knock it out of the park for me. I think it's because it was like I'm not gonna say flavorless, but I think the guacamole kind of made it so it tamed the other flavors for me. And that's just my honest opinion. I wouldn't get rid of the guacamole though. So like I would still buy this if I'm on the go and I'm driving through or it's not too far out of my way. Instead of McDonald's, and I have a couple.
Oh, for sure.
Instead of McDonald's, I'm coming here.
I also give it a 4 out of 5. Not because there's anything bad or wrong with it. It's just like I've had a burrito before, like with all those ingredients. There's nothing like outstandingly unique about it or that puts it over the edge, but there's nothing wrong with it. Like it's still delicious.
This set the bar.
It did, and I think it's just, I think we weren't expecting it. We didn't know what to expect. Like a burrito, we know what to expect.
And
we
you're
kind of have
super,
expectations.
Like you're super like apprehensive about trying new things.
I hate it.
And you're already usually in the mindset. I'm roasting you right now. You're already in the mindset of I don't know about this, and then you take a bite. So that the food that you try, new food you try, you have to be like, get past that first. I don't know if I like this, and then okay, I'm eating. It's not bad, and then oh, I like this also. So it has to like go through so many hurdles. That from the presentation, it was interesting to you, and that for you to give that a 5 after all those hurdles, that sets the bar so high for a burrito.
That's true. That's a good point.
And so you say 4, I say 4. The average rating for the Grub Burrito is 4.
So this last one is what we picked for our dessert option. It is called.
I'm gonna ask you 7 more times. It doesn't matter.
It's a scone, and we chose coconut white chocolate.
Okay.
That's like both of my favorite things. Well, you're one of my favorite things too.
Well, you already said chocolate.
Oh, true. Yeah, but white chocolate. So, what even is a scone?
Don't know.
I've
Google it.
I've had them before, but I don't know what like the actual definition is. A small, unsweetened or lightly sweetened biscuit-like cake made from flour, fat, and milk, and sometimes having added fruit.
How do you want to do this?
So it's like a biscuit dessert. Let's just
Slice it this way, this way. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna take a bite.
It's not really working out well for you.
It's fine.
I want a little bit of everything. So I'm just taking another bite. It's just I really want to see.
Oh yeah.
I am not big on sweets, or cake, that type of dessert. I'm more an ice cream.
It's not cake, it's a biscuit.
All right. I'm more of a ice cream pie type of guy, not a cake and biscuit type of guy. But so unfairly, that will affect my rating. I just didn't know what a scone was, so I just wanted to try it. But I think for my first scone, this is the best place I could go to around here.
So I love it probably because of the coconut. Like anything, it's kind of at an unfair advantage because anything coconut I pretty much like. But the scones that I've had in the past, and I think we like made them for a school thing once.
Were they dry? I can picture a lot
So
of,
dry, like crumbly and so dry. And he said when we were in there, he was talking to somebody else that was waiting for their food, and he said, "We don't." They
complimented him on.
They complimented or something, and he said, "We don't make dry scones like that."
He scoffed at him.
I thought that he was almost being sarcastic.
Boy, if you don't.
Because I thought that scones are supposed to be dry. Like I thought that that's what they were, and I thought he was making a joke off that because that's all I knew. That's not dry at all. That's
actually good.
Really good.
It is pretty well done on the bottom.
I think they're supposed to be like that.
Oh, so
that's like a scone
I don't
thing.
know what I'm looking for. It's a scone thing?
I think so.
All the scone thing.
All the scones I've had have had that.
Bro, stop saying that. Stop saying that. Back in my day, we used to grow scones on my family farm. Like, what? Like, this is the first time I've ever heard you talk about scones. And now you know so much about it.
Oh my gosh. It was just a really memorable experience.
Then how come you never talked about it?
You've never asked me.
But
You've never asked me what my history was.
It sounds like it's very important in your life. Like the greatest memories you've had. Siena's greatest hits. Track 2, Scone.
That was a really exciting day in homeschool land. We got to make scones that day, yeah.
Man, not one crepe in sight. But scones galore.
I am gonna rate this scone. Oh man, it really did exceed my expectations on what I was thinking coming into this. So I'm gonna go another 5. I am.
I'm gonna give this a 3.5.
All right.
3.5. Scratch it. 4. Final answer.
4. So what's the average? 4.5. Is that how that works?
What's 4 plus 5 divided by 2? What's half of 9?
4.5.
There you go.
Okay.
So a scone that what is this called again? What's this called?
A scone?
No,
white chocolate coconut. Coconut white chocolate. It literally is what it is this time. How did you mess that up?
The white chocolate coconut scone. Coconut white chocolate. Coconut white chocolate scone has an average of 4.5. So, with all this, what we do at What's Up Eats is that we try each course, we rate each course on a scale of 5, and then we average all the scores together. The average of the whole score giving, what's the name of the restaurant?
Grub.
I had to finish off with asking the name of the restaurant because we had this ongoing thing.
Right.
I knew the name of it.
Right.
It's called the Grub Burrito. Sure. It's called the Grub Burrito. I get it.
Good job. You remembered it this time.
Average score for Grub, family restaurant around here, but they just call it Grub, is
4.5.
Bruh.
Is that the highest?
That's the highest.
I think that's the highest
we've ever had on What's Up Eats.
That was good. I am thoroughly impressed with everything.
What are your closing thoughts on this whole restaurant? If you want to talk about food, people, experience. I honestly just love it. Like usually I can find something bad to say or to critique or criticize, and I don't have anything because from this, there is one thing. The parking was just weird. Like we pulled in, I wasn't sure if it was the parking lot, but it was, and we just parked behind, but that's okay. Well, it seemed like because there was like a house before. Yeah. Before they turned it into a restaurant, it seemed like it was a house. If you are not subscribed right now, and you're watching the video, and Siena called you out in the beginning of the video. Yeah. That's not what's up. You need to get in there, subscribe, comment, like, share, turn on your post notifications, which is that little bell next to the subscribe button. Click that little bell because that gives you updates every single time we post a new video on What's Up with the What's Up channel. We do pranks, we do meal reviews, we do podcasts. We have a bunch of stuff coming your way, guys, and we're gonna be doing a lot more stuff because this whole pandemic stuff is really starting to loosen up, so it's giving us more access to the public. So we really wanna thank Grub for allowing us to come into your place of business and rate your food and get all up in your business, ask you questions and stuff like that, and really just, you opened your doors to us and allowed us to have you great food. And your daughter's a really hard worker, and you guys are really awesome. So you're here with Desmond and Siena, and we want to know what's up. Thanks for watching.